Hey, ladies, just say this while he's kissing you, and he'll never look at another woman after 60. After 60, intimacy isn't just about the physical act, it's about the words that leave a lasting impression. Have you ever wondered what one simple phrase could make him feel so deeply connected to you that he won't even glance at another woman? That's the second where everything changes. Most people rush through that moment. They let instinct take over. Lips meet, and that's it. Just another kiss, another blur in memory. But what if that moment, that split second of tension, was the place where real connection is born? What if you could turn it into something that imprints him so deeply he can't stop replaying it in his mind for days? Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Vernon again. In this video, I'm going to reveal 5 powerful words to say while he's kissing you. Words that will make him feel wanted, appreciated, and emotionally captivated in ways that go beyond anything physical. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss more intimate secrets for women over 60. Let's dive into the first powerful phrase you can say that will make him feel like he's the only one for you, creating a deeper bond and connection that will leave him wanting more.
Number 1. I love you so much. You mean everything to me. As women over 60, intimacy isn't just about physical touch. It's about creating a deep emotional bond that lasts. One of the things men truly desire is to feel respected and loved not just physically, but emotionally. There's one simple phrase you can say while he's kissing you that will make him never want to look at another woman. Try saying this during a kiss. I love you so much. You mean everything to me. It's not just a simple statement. It's a profound affirmation of love, respect, and deep emotional connection. When you say these words in the middle of an intimate moment, you're not just expressing affection. You're sending a powerful message of commitment and attachment. Men deeply appreciate feeling loved and cared for, and when they sense your sincerity in these words, it creates an unbreakable bond between the two of you. This is how you keep your relationship fresh and romantic, even after many years together. Relationships, especially long-term ones, can sometimes fall into a routine, and it's easy to forget to express the depth of your feelings. But when you remind him of your unwavering love and affection, it reignites the spark that may have dimmed over time. When he hears you say that he means everything to you, it reassures him of his place in your life. It's not just about the physical connection. It's about affirming emotionally that he's the one and only man who holds your heart. This simple act of verbal affirmation builds his confidence, making him feel secure in the love you share. In return, his loyalty to you will grow, and he'll no longer be interested in looking at anyone else. This reassurance that he's your forever love is an incredibly powerful force, and it keeps your relationship thriving, making it even more meaningful as the years pass. And speaking of keeping that connection strong, the next key to ensuring he stays fully committed is creating emotional intimacy in every moment. Let's dive into that.
Number 2. I feel so lucky to be with you. After 60, intimacy isn't just about the physical act. It's about the words that leave a lasting impression. One simple phrase can make him feel so deeply connected to you that he'll never even glance at another woman. While he's kissing you, try saying this: I feel so lucky to be with you. It may sound simple, but these words hold immense power. By saying them, you're not just expressing affection, you're affirming his importance in your life. Men, just like women, want to feel appreciated, wanted, and cherished. When he hears you express how lucky you feel to have him by your side, it reassures him of his place in your heart and in your life. This phrase strengthens his emotional attachment to you, making him feel more secure and committed. Men, like women, want to feel like they matter, not just in the grand gestures, but in the small, everyday moments. When you say, "I feel so lucky to be with you," you're not just telling him you appreciate him, you're affirming his place in your life. This simple acknowledgement makes him feel valued, seen, and loved, not just for what he does, but for who he is. It's about reinforcing his sense of self-worth and reminding him that he is the one who holds your heart. When he hears these words, it quiets any insecurities and strengthens his confidence in your relationship. He understands that he's your priority, that he's your choice, and that you're grateful for the life you share with him. Instead of just another kiss, you've turned it into a powerful reminder of your love, creating a lasting emotional connection that strengthens with every touch. What's one phrase you've used that deepened your connection with your partner? Let me know in the comments below. Now, speaking of creating that deeper bond, let's move on to the next powerful phrase that will make him feel truly emotionally captivated by you.
Number 3, you make my life so much better. There is something profoundly powerful about expressing how much he has enriched your life, and it's one of the most reassuring things you can say while he's kissing you. When you whisper, "You make my life so much better," you're reminding him that he isn't just a part of your life. He's made it more meaningful, more joyful, and more fulfilling. These words tell him that his presence, his love, and his support have contributed to your happiness in ways that go beyond the surface level. It's a reminder that he's not just a companion. He's an essential part of your emotional and personal growth. I remember talking to my friend Thomas, who's 67 and has been married for over 35 years. He told me the moment he knew his wife would always have his heart was when, during a quiet evening together, she leaned in and softly said, "You've made my life better in every way." Thomas said he didn't expect it. It wasn't rehearsed. But in that moment, it hit him deeply. He felt seen, valued, not for what he could provide or do, but for who he was. That one sentence stayed with him for years, because it wasn't about the past or the future. It was about the present connection they had built over time. Saying this while sharing an intimate moment reinforces his sense of importance in your life. He'll feel that everything he does, all the little things he brings into the relationship, has a lasting, positive effect. It reminds him that his actions, whether big or small, matter deeply to you. This kind of acknowledgement strengthens his emotional attachment to you and makes him feel appreciated on a level that few other things can. When a man feels like he's making a tangible, positive difference in your life, it deepens his bond with you. He sees his value in your eyes, and this sense of worth makes him even more committed. "You make my life so much better" isn't just a compliment. It's an affirmation of his significance in your world, and it will leave him with a feeling of deep emotional connection that will last long after the kiss is over.
So we'll look at a phrase that taps into his need to feel emotionally safe and deeply trusted. Something that, after 60, matters more than ever.
Number 4. I feel so safe with you. By the time we reach 60 and beyond, the kind of intimacy we crave isn't just physical, it's emotional safety. And for men, especially those who's carried the weight of being the protector or provider for most of their lives, hearing that you feel safe with them hits differently. It's not just a compliment, it's validation. Whispering, "I feel so safe with you," while he's kissing you, tells him that you trust him, not just with your body, but with your heart. And trust, at this stage in life, is everything. This phrase taps into something deeper than desire. It signals that he's not just someone you're with, but someone you rely on. It means that in his presence, your guard drops. You can be vulnerable, real, and emotionally open. And that's one of the greatest gifts you can give a man. Think about it. When a man hears that he makes you feel safe, he feels needed in the most meaningful way. You're showing him that his presence has power, not through force or dominance, but through consistency, care, and emotional strength. That makes him feel deeply connected to you and fiercely protective of that bond. And the best part? Safety breeds desire. When you feel emotionally secure, your affection becomes more genuine, your touch more open, and your love more magnetic. He feels it, he knows it, and it pulls him even closer. Have you ever told a man that he makes you feel safe? If so, what was his reaction? Share in the comments. I guarantee your story could inspire someone else. When a man knows you trust him on that level, something shifts in his heart. But there's one more phrase that goes even deeper. A sentence that speaks directly to his soul and reminds him why he fell in love with you in the first place.
Number 5. Loving you feels so easy. At this stage in life, men don't just want passion. They want peace. They're not chasing chaos or drama. They're looking for a relationship that feels like home. So when you whisper, "Loving you feels so easy," it hits a part of him that few words ever reach. You're not just saying you love him. You're telling him that being with him feels natural, calm, and right. That loving him isn't a struggle, it's the most effortless and fulfilling thing you do. And that reassurance? It stays with him. Men often carry silent fears of not being enough, of being hard to love, especially after years of life's ups and downs. When you look into his eyes, during that quiet, tender moment, and tell him this, you quiet every one of those doubts. He'll replay that line in his head long after the kiss ends. Not because it was dramatic or poetic, but because it spoke directly to something he rarely hears, that he is easy to love. For many men, especially after 60, love has often come with conditions, expectations, or pressure. So when you look into his eyes and say, "Loving you feels so easy," it touches something tender in him, something he may not even know needed healing. Because it's not just about physical closeness, it's about emotional ease. You're telling him that being with him doesn't feel like work. That after everything, the mistakes, the changes, the years, you still choose him freely and joyfully. You're telling him that his presence brings you peace, not stress, comfort, not effort. And that kind of message lingers. It softens his defenses. It builds trust. It makes him feel like he's not just loved, but welcomed, just to see his. That even in the quiet, ordinary moments, being with him still feels right, still feels good.
So, ladies, as you've seen, words matter. Especially after 60, when love becomes less about sparks and more about substance. A simple phrase, spoken at the right moment, can leave a mark on his heart that no one else ever could. When you say things like, "I love you so much, you mean everything to me. I feel so lucky to be with you. You make my life so much better. I feel so safe with you. Loving you feels so easy." You're not just speaking to his ears, you're speaking to his soul. These are the words that build connection, that create emotional safety, that make a man feel seen, appreciated, and deeply wanted, without games, without pretense, without trying to be anything but real. Because at this stage of life, the most powerful kind of intimacy isn't loud or flashy. It's quiet. It's honest. It's two people choosing each other again and again, not because they need to, but because they want to. If this video spoke to you, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with another woman who deserves to feel empowered in her love life. And tell me in the comments, which phrase will you try first? Or is there one you already say that works like magic? I'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching. This is Vernon, and see you next time.